Hey guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought maybe we'd do something that I haven't done in a little bit, at least, and that is making notebooks out of your stash items. Maybe you have been given a load of something in particular, whether it's old file folders or postcards or, you know, there's all kinds of things that either we find at a thrift store or in a trash bin, I've been known, or, you know, you've been gifted, all these things, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do with 300 of blah, 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 right? So I thought, let's make some little notebooks, and you can like make an assembly line and get a lot of notebooks made if you would like, and then give them out as like little party favors if you're going to have a, you know, a little barbecue or some kind of get together, or perhaps your kids, they're going to be going back to school at some point. You could give little teachers gifts, or they could use them as little class gifts to give to the other students, and there's all kinds of stuff you can do with them. So recently, a very sweet girl named Nancy sent me a box of library cards, like old library cards that were in a cabinet that she got, and she just didn't want to throw them away. So she sent me some. Thank you, Nancy. And I have been going, so you get caught in this, it's like a rabbit hole of, you know, you have to find your favorite author, right? Well, I've been finding all kinds of cool stuff. So anyway, I thought maybe we could make some notebooks out of a couple of different things today. And one of them is going to be some library cards. So I picked out 2 library cards, and I figured we'd do this real easy. We'd do this real simple like. So you pick out your 2 cards that you want. You're going to want one in the front and one in the back, of course, and you can have them facing in this direction, or if you want your book to be in this kind of direction, or like this, you know, that part is absolutely and totally up to you. I'm going to do a horizontal, I think, one just for giggles, because I don't usually do that. So let's flip these puppies around, and I'm not going to do like a real thick notebook. I am going to do something with just a small little area for my pages, and so I'm just going to set, that's maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe even a little bit smaller, and I'm going to grab some masking tape, and this masking tape is 3/4 of an inch wide. It comes in all kinds of widths, but this is what I'm going to use on the inside to stick these puppies together. Probably not very evenly. All right. And I don't really necessarily want masking tape on the outside, although, you know, does it matter? No. I just have another idea. It's just that masking tape is nice and sturdy, and so for the base, I thought, even though you're not really going to notice it or see it, maybe a piece of masking tape would help keep your notebooks together. And it's like everybody's got masking tape laying around, right? At least somewhere, or painter's tape or something. Okay, so there's your masking tape, and then I'm going to flip it around, and I think what I'm going to do on the outside is I'm going to put a piece of washi tape to cover the outside. The washi tape isn't going to be quite as sturdy, but since we've used the masking tape already, we should be good to go. And I've got this, come on camera, I've got this washi tape, and this is at one of the Tim Holtz, it's one of his dealy bobs, and it's got some really cool days of the week. Oh, I just think it's awesome. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of center this in some fashion, like this. And you can kind of see even the printing underneath. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to turn this down like this, and then I'm going to cover the masking tape like so, and then just trim it off up here. Okay, is that doable? Does this sound all right? Does this sound feasible for everybody? I figured everybody's got washi tape and masking tape sitting around. So then we fold it, and then it's got this teeny tiny little spine. We're talking, you know, minuscule. So you don't need much as far as the innards. And so what you do is you just measure across, which is 10 inches, and then take off maybe 1/8 of an inch so that when you fold it, it'll fit on the inside. And then the height is 2 7/8, or well, I guess this one is like 75 millimeters. And then so you just want to just make it a little shorter than that. So I cut out some paper. Look at me pre-planning. So I cut out some paper that I think will fit. I haven't tried it out yet. And one sheet of paper came up with 3 strips. And this is just one sheet of paper. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And then that can fit in there. So what you can do is you can staple these in, which I intend to do because I can be kind of lazy. You can sew them in. You can even glue them in. There's all kinds of things you can do. I'm going to staple them just because I don't actually mind staples. I think they look kind of, you know, kind of office vintagey, and I don't know, I kind of like staples. I like staples. So let me fit these pages into the middle. I need to get one of those long arm staplers because I always run into that problem, right? That problem. So I need to get a long arm stapler. Okay. So I kind of just like jimmy rig it or jury rig it. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Those of you that have a long arm stapler, oh bless your hearts. You guys, you know, that is like my kingdom for a long arm stapler. So there's that. And then I'll do one on this side. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. It's like you can't even like find them at the stores. You've got to sell your firstborn child if you want a long arm stapler for some reason. All right. So there we go. We have this cute little notebook made out of these library cards. You've got paper to write on. I don't know. I just think it's a sweet idea. And what a cute thing to put even on top of a gift. It could be your card. You could write something on the inside and then they could finish using up the paper. Cute, right? Another thing that you could use is Lucille sent me some really lovely things. Thank you, Lucille. And one of them was this postcard. And this postcard is written in 1897. So it's been out there a minute. And then here is the back. And it's got a cute little message to Miss something Farrell in North Carolina. I can't really read the thing. But anyway, there's a 1-cent stamp and it's kind of super cute. So I'm not going to use this, but what I did, and I did this for everybody, is I made a printable, and you will be able to right now, well, wait till the video's over. Down in the description box, you can go to my Flickr and you can download this for yourself. And so what I did was I printed the cover and the back, the front and the back, so that your notebook can have a front and a back cover, and then the back cover is the written part. Is it cute? And then also, I also put a couple of library cards. This one is the Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice, and this is Nathaniel Hawthorne, The Scarlet Letter. And I thought that might make a cute notebook for all y'all. So let me cut these out real quick. All right, so here's our front and our back. And as far as the back is concerned, you can fit it this way or this way. I think I'm gonna do it this way so you see the stamp really easily. So it'll be like this, just like that. And you'll be missing part of the thing on the bottom, you know, the tape will cover that a little bit, but it's okay. You can use any kind of tape you want, and maybe it won't go away. Okay, where's my masking tape? And you could print something on the back if you wanted, or you could line the back with vellum or parchment paper or scrapbook paper, or, you know, there's all kinds of things, right? So, okay, so those are put together. And now I'm gonna choose some washi, and I've got a few things here. This one's kind of pretty. This one is also Tim Holtz, I believe. And I don't know, I think it's kind of pretty. It's kind of prettyful. I think I'm going to kind of offset it a little bit so that the many right here, the many happy returns, isn't covered. There we go. You can see where I taped it backwards a minute ago, and I was like, ah, crumb. Such is my life. So I'm going to stretch this up here, smooth that out, and trim that off. And then here we got this little notebook. It's like this little piggy went to the market and this one stayed home. Well, this little notebook, who knows where it's gonna go? Who knows where it's gonna end up? Probably in my drawer for a while. So at this point, you could line the inside if you would like. You could print out a couple of these and line the backs, or you could put washi tape in there. I mean, there's all kinds of things you'd like. Okay, so in order to measure, let's kind of do this thing. It is 6.5 inches wide, so I'm probably gonna go like maybe 6 3/8. For the rest of the entire populated planet that you guys use metric, that we should all use, I think, sure would be easier. It would be easier if we all used metric and we all drove on the same side of the road. Who's with me? Oh, and let's fix women's clothing sizes. Because if you've been with me a while, you know my beef about women's clothing sizes. How you know, every woman in her closet has from a size 4 to a size 22 because it's all different. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna relax, Nick, just relax. So millimeters is 165. The height is 130. And then for the rest of us that use, you know, antiquated, this thing is 5 1/8. So I'm gonna go, I think 5 inches high with my paper. And then since this is 6.5, I'll probably go 6 3/8. So 5.5 by 6 3/8. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had a dickens of a time cutting paper for some reason. I'm not real sure what that is. Just like the hardest time. Like it wasn't coming out right. It's probably still not right. But I just cut up some notebook paper because who does not have 1,000 of these notebooks because they're 10 cents before your kids go to school. So you're like, oh, well, I could use an extra notebook. Everybody says that. Everybody takes the 10 cent or 1 cent notebooks home, and then you've got, you know, 1,000. And this might be too much paper. Too much paper. I'll get rid of one. All right. So let's pray that this fits. All right. So I'm going to fold these puppers in half, like so. And then they're too tall. See, where did I go wrong? I want to ask you, where did Nick go wrong? Well, Nick goes wrong in a lot of different places. Yeah. So, again, I will be right back. Oh my goodness. This is me every day, all day. Okay, so it fits now. It fits. So I'm going to staple these in before I mess something else up. Yep. I'm going to kind of center these top to bottom. And if I was a wise person, I would put a little clippity here to kind of, you know, hold my stuff together here. And then, oh look, it fits. I'm going to put staple, and oh, where's the middle? There it is. Staple. Okay. Whew. That was a lot of drama for a notebook. Lot of drama. So how cute is that? Look at that. And I just used notebook paper. So you will have much less drama. I promise. I promise you will have less drama because your brain isn't full of squirrels. Okay. So here is our little library card, file card, and then here is our sweet little postcard, and then that's the back. Isn't that sweet in the back? So go get your download. And I have another idea for another notebook, but I'm going to save that for another day. I just think that would be prudent because the way things are going today. So you have your 2 library cards and then your front and your back of your postcard. And you can use them for ephemera or notebooks. You know, I'm not your mom. Use them for whatever you want. Yes, you may use them in your journals to sell. If you're going to print out like the library cards and the postcards and you just want to use them for like ephemera, go for it. I just ask that you don't print them out and sell them like this or digitally sell them. Just don't do that. But you can print them out and use them in your projects as you see fit. That is fine and dandyful. And okay, and one more thing I wanted to show you guys. It's so cool. The Karst Stone Paper Company sent me a notebook. They said their notebooks are made out of rocks. So that was intriguing. So they sent me a notebook to try out, and I've been using it for a notebook. I've been taking notes in it, using different kinds of pens in it, and that kind of thing. So I thought I would show this to you today. The paper feels buttery and velvety, and it's made from stones, right? That's crazy. So what the paperwork said about it is that it is waterproof, tear resistant, and it's made from stone. This one happens to be like a dot grid paper that they sent me, which helps me stay in the lines, right? And they do not use trees, they don't use bleaches or acids, and it's all recyclable. So kind of a cool thing. I'm kind of a tree hugger at heart. Well, I'm not kind of. I'm a tree hugger at heart. And I think that's kind of what started me into the junk journal world was wanting to reuse papers and materials that get tossed, that just get thrown away all the time. And so I thought instead of throwing those things away, we could make beautiful things out of them. And so that's kind of what started me down the junk journal path. And this notebook kind of speaks to my heart because no trees were harmed in the making of this journal. So I found this little pocket in the back, which I think is kind of cool. So that's very junk journal, Karst Stone Company. Thank you for giving me a little place to put receipts and stuff. Because this notebook, like, you can throw it in your bag. I mean, it's made out of rocks, people. So anyway, so let me grab some writing utensils and let me show you. I'll just open it to a nice clean new page, and let's see how these different things, and I don't have all the pens, but let's see how things write. Here is a regular, just a number 2 pencil. So, and pencils, right? I mean, it feels, when you write, it feels a little smoother. It feels a little more velvety, but it goes down just like you would writing on traditional, you know, wood pulp paper. Here is a ballpoint pen. No, that writes. Here is a micron. And micron, that works. And I'm assuming, here's a Sharpie, that because it's not wood pulp paper, it's not porous like that, that the micron and the Sharpie probably will take a second to dry because it doesn't soak into, you know, the paper like it would if it was like wood pulp. You know what I mean? Here's a calligraphy pen. And I really stink at calligraphy, so don't judge. No judging. No judging. So, but let's just see if it, well, it writes, doesn't it? Even with my horrible, horrible calligraphy skills, yeah, it writes. I bet this will take a second, though. But this kind of ink takes a second on everything. Even on regular paper, it takes a second. That's why they used blotters back in the day. So anyway, I just wanted to show this to you today. I just think it's a neat thing. I mean, it's rocks. It's rocks. It's rocks. All right, guys. Thank you for coming by the channel and listening to me ramble and making some notebooks with me today. If you would like that download, just follow the little link to Flickr in the description box and you'll be able to download the images and make some notebooks or use them as ephemera, whatever it is that you would like to do, that's fine. I think that is actually awesome. I want you to use it. Okay, kids. Everybody, you have a great day. I've got some more stuff coming up really soon. A really super cool DIY project that I'm going to try to tackle. We'll see how it comes out and we'll see if I want to even show it to you. I got some new marbling supplies from a lovely paper marbler. Thank you, Barb, for sending my stuff so quickly. So there will be probably another marbling session really quickly. And I found this stuff at Hobby Lobby the other day. It's clear glue. So it's like Elmer's, but it's clear. So does everybody know about this and I don't, or I don't know. I mean, is it wonderful? Is it horrible? So it says it's great for slime making. So maybe we'll just make some slime instead of using it to glue down something. I don't know. It's like, woo, I just want to play with it. I'd never seen clear Elmer's glue. So I am intrigued. I am intrigued and I want to try it out. I suppose it's going to be horrible to glue down paper because it's going to buckle your paper, but we'll use it for something. We'll figure out something. I don't know. Maybe we will make slime. I don't know. All right, kids, you have a wonderful day and I will see you really, really soon. Bye, guys.